Hey, this is Diana for Market Rumba, making videos easy, and I love to use Apple Keynote for my videos. So today I'm going to show you how to create a custom color palette in Keynote, which is important because when you are doing a Keynote presentation and you're going to use it for a presentation or to make it into a movie, you want to have your colors be cohesive. So you need to have a cohesive color scheme for your Keynote presentation. And if you don't know anything about color palettes or anything about color theory, I have some great websites that you can use that can actually help you pick colors or get some kind of ideas of what kind of color scheme you want to use so things don't look bad in your video or your presentation. The first website I want to go to is called colorblender.com. Okay, here we are on colorblender.com, and as you can see, there are these little handles down here that can start changing the colors of the reds, the greens, and the blues. Now, whatever you want to do, you can kind of just play around with these handles, and if you see a color scheme that you like, then save it. Do a screenshot to save it to your computer so that you can keep those colors. The second website is called colorcombos.com, and in this one we're going to scroll down, and this already has some color palettes that are already made by the users on this site. So you can scroll through and take a look at any of these palettes and see if there's anything that you like. And they have shares and likes on them as well. Third website is called Degrave. It's a color palette generator. So if you put a URL here in this little box of any image on the web, it will generate this color scheme. So I'm going to go and I'm going to grab this image from my website, and I'm going to go back to the color palette generator, go to this box and add it. And there you go. There's my image, and these are the custom colors that they have pulled out from my picture. Now, the only thing about this is that you do need to have a picture that's on the web that has its own URL to put it in here, but look how cool this is. Gives you all these custom colors, and now if I want to use that in a presentation, the colors are already there. And then there's also Cooler by Adobe. It has the latest and greatest colors that are the newest, the most popular, the trendiest, everything that's going on out there in the color world. So you can just take a screenshot of this and also import that into your Keynote. So let me show you how to do that. So let me go ahead. I'm going to drag the image in here of Social Media Examiner that I just grabbed off the web. I'm going to bring up the inspector and the color window. And I'm actually going to make everything bigger. How cool is that? Okay, so here we have it. Here's the color window. At the top you can see colors through a color wheel. You could see it through a eraser slider here. You could see color palettes here, colors through a spectrum, whatever you pick on here, or colors in a crayon box, which is very simple colors. All right, so let's say I want to pick 3 colors from this image to save. Well, I'm going to go over here to my color window. I'm going to click on this icon, which is a magnifying glass. I'm going to bring it over to the blue, and let's get that blue. You just click on the color, and it'll immediately show up here at the top. If I like that color, I'm going to drag it down into this box at the bottom and save it right there. Just drag it down. I'm going to click again. I'm going to grab the green, pick it, drag it down into the color box. Hit the magnifying glass again, and now let's get this kind of rust color and drag it down. And there we go. We've got these 3 basic colors here that we pulled right out of a website. We could pull them out of any website you want. Let's also pull out a gray. I really like the gray right here. So if I want to make fonts that same color, I'm going to just, it's like a clay color. So they're going to save it. Now, if I want to save this into an actual palette, that I want to keep to use for future reference, I'm going to go to the third little box here where it shows all these different palettes. See where it says palette, Apple, where I'm going to make a new palette. I'm going to do new, and I'm going to name it Social Media Examiner. Okay, and every time we add a color up in here, it will be saved. Okay, so that's the palette for Social Media Examiner. Now we're going to rename this whole thing Social Media Examiner. We're renaming it. And now anytime I go to this drop down, I can see web safe colors, crayon colors, developer colors, and then here's the Social Media Examiner colors. So now I have this palette that is always going to be here. I will always have it saved, so for future reference I can use it later. So that's it. That's it for my color theory. It's really easy to pull colors right out of anything that you have already in your Keynote that you're working on, just by hitting the little magnifying glass and actually saving it as a palette to use later on, so that all your fonts look good and your backgrounds look good and everything is matching, so that you have a cohesive color scheme for your Keynote presentations. Hope you liked it. Please share this or subscribe to my channel, share likes on Facebook, do whatever you'd like to share this information. And again, this is Diana from Market Rumba, making videos easy.